All right, later.
It's late.
All right.
I am tired.
I'm exhausted, dude.
Oh my god.
It's too late at night to be doing this shit.
Hey, we need to do this hella early Saturday before your kids get up.
Right?
Ugh.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Watching with Wingblade for episode 5 of Falcon Winter Soldier. I'm Sean Wingblade.
And I'm Jermaine Jackson.
So we're hopping in this next episode after in the previous one, you finally had all the storylines coming together. You got Sam and Bucky coming together, Walker and Lamar, and they're finally going after the Flag Smashers and actually trying to subvert their plans for, world domination or whatever they're trying to do. Open up all the borders, basically smash the flags, get rid of all the various countries, and all the conflict finally hits a head where they actually had a battle because John Walker couldn't take his time, and we had right, exactly. Sam was actually trying to talk Carly down and was succeeding, in my opinion. Until Walker, because he was juiced up, because he found some super soldier serum, decided to rush in and start a big old battle, which eventually got his buddy Lamar killed.
Came in hot because you remember with that serum, it just amplifies, whatever personality you have. If you're a good guy, you'll be a super good guy. I just watched Captain America too, and they said that again, and
Yep.
I had an aha moment, like, oh yeah, they did mention this back then.
Yeah, you're doing your Marvel rewatch, MCU rewatch.
Yep. And then you have a couple screws loose, and you fall apart after that serum. So that's exactly what's happening with John. This dude is cray. And he snapped after he lost Battlestar.
Yeah.
And he killed Nico, I believe is his name.
Something like that, yeah.
Realizes what he's done, but I didn't like his little cocky twitch at the end of the last episode, where the crowd was looking at him and he kind of just did this like, like, so what?
And the episode was called The World, I think it was The World is Watching or something like that. Everybody's filming it with their cell phones.
Yep.
And we're going to have to find out what's going to come of that. Are they going to try to cover it up? Are they going to actually now throw the hammer at him? Is he going to face any repercussions for his actions?
Yep.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But I'm ready to hop in. Are you?
We'll find out. All right, let's go.
Let's do it.
So he was in front of the crowd, like, so what? And now he's running.
He must have just dipped out. Unless he's chasing Carly down. Oh no, he's just trying to get away. No, he didn't.
You don't want to do this. Yeah, we do.
Bucky's down.
Let's go. So are you trying to kill them too, or?
Right. I mean, at the moment they're just fighting, but it just escalates.
Dude, that shit gotta hurt.
Damn, Bucky.
Oh. Sit the fuck down.
He caught it. Oh.
See, he trying to kill him.
Yeah, that's a decapitation move.
We could have been a team.
You had a teammate. Oh,
right.
Oh, this man is sick.
He's tripping. Oh, damn.
See?
Tear it off. Oh,
Oh!
they broke his arm. Damn.
Too bad it's gonna heal quick.
I know, right?
Sit the fuck
Not,
down.
not quick enough, though.
Oh! That's some WWE shit.
I was about to say, that's some Dudley Brothers stuff. Bucky's like, we told you. The shield's yours, dude. Don't give it up. He's trying to clean it off. That's tough, too. He's like, yeah, he goes, now the shield is stained in blood.
Hey, you got your sleeve back.
The door is funny. Oh, keep him. That's the beginning of Falcon number 2.
What, Taurus?
Yeah.
What?
In the comics, he turns into an actual Falcon, though. Like he's an animal for
Taurus
some.
or Sam?
No, Torres.
Oh my god.
He actually
How did that
becomes
happen?
a Falcon hybrid or something like that. Because man, comics are crazy. They can't do that on movies.
But they didn't have a backstory like some gamma rays or anything.
I don't know how it happened.
I only ever did what you asked of me, what you told me to be and trained me to do, and I did it. And I did it well.
He's not wrong on that front.
I am Captain America.
No, you're not.
Not anymore.
And returned the shield to us with expedience.
The shield don't belong to you.
And a show on
Tessa
HBO.
Valentina. Yeah, she was in Veep.
Yeah.
I feel like that was her version of like the Nick Fury speech from the end of Iron Man.
Oh yeah.
She's like, hey, we're putting a team together. Pick up the phone when I call. That's where Zemo. Oh, he went to Sokovia. Oh, he asked them. He said, hey, have you guys visited the memorial? That's how Bucky knew where to find him. Oh, he's going to just murder him.
Oh. Gotcha.
Dora found their backpack.
Yeah.
I really love that they fleshed Zemo out. Raft. Why wouldn't they take him to Wakanda? Yeah, she's like, don't come back. We're still kind of pissed at you, bro. You should just chill. Oh, they're going back to see Isaiah. Or I guess Sam is.
I'll be back there. Yeah.
He's all, don't fuck around. I'm gonna come check
Yeah.
on you. Don't mess with my grandpa.
I heard at the brass talking about blowing the POW camp to hell.
Wow.
But those are my men.
It's the same thing that happened in the first Avenger.
Mm-hmm.
And I brought them boys back. Not that it made a damn bit of difference.
Jail time.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh. I'll take this back.
Right. Ooh, Sam has a lot to think about there. I don't think those were the answers he wanted.
I had to flex real quick.
Right. Let me show y'all some old man muscles.
Ooh. Ooh, vibranium wings.
Yep. Sam's like, yo, don't talk to my sister, bro.
That hand is hella fancy.
Mm.
Are you lying to him?
Mm. He's lying to himself, or he's lying to everyone else, or both. She do not believe him.
I got that from her look too.
Mm-hmm. Or she blames him.
Oh, please, if it weren't for me, you'd still be rotting away in that Algerian prison.
That's Batroc.
Finished?
Who is that?
Batroc GSP from the very first episode.
Oh yeah. He wasn't a Winter Soldier too, was he?
Yeah, he was. He was the quick villain at the very beginning.
Same character, or
Yep.
was different character?
Same character, same actor, George St. Pierre, same everything.
Wait a minute. Y'all play fight right next to him,
Right?
and then when he wakes up, you surprised. Y'all didn't even go in the other room or
Yeah.
outside. I don't like this everything's all good moment in the show. That means some shit about to come.
You feel like something's about to go down.
Yeah.
Feels weird. Picking it up again. The legacy of that shield is complicated, to say the least.
Hey, so when they throw that and they catch it back, are they catching it in a revolution where they're sticking their arm in the straps and catching it that way, or are they just grabbing one of the straps and pulling it close?
Pretty much,
I'm
yeah.
probably thinking way too much into it. Why are they at a plantation?
He lives in the South, and he live in like New Orleans or something. A lot of those old colonial homes.
Thanks for the help, man. Meant a lot. Of course.
Embrace it.
Right?
There's a fight out there, and then there's our fight here. And bro, you have taken them both on. So you really gonna let Isaiah Bradley get in your head? You gonna let him decide what you do next?
Hell nah.
Isaiah's been to hell and back. If I was in his shoes,
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably feel the exact same way. What would be the point of all the pain and sacrifice
Right.
if I wasn't willing to stand up and keep fighting?
Yep.
Yep. And Isaiah said that too. He said, I was you. But then Isaiah went through some shit.
Oh shit. Oh, training montage.
Training montage.
Yo.
Oh. He's going to break
Is
down
he
the pillars of the
safe?
house.
In the MCU, while all the OG cast are being contracted out, or contracts are up?
Anthony Mackie?
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. He could lead up the Young Avengers, or he could just be his own Cap.
That ain't him.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Carly Red, what's she up to?
Mm-hmm.
Haven't you heard? We are criminals. We are. George gets his payback and we get a killer.
Oh, she's going off the deep end.
Yeah. Zemo's right about her.
Mm-hmm.
Pourquoi nous allons gagner?
What'd she just do?
She's sending out a message on that app or whatever. All the people playing Pokemon Go, looking for that hand.
You'll get your chance.
Are they like in a trance?
Tonight we go to battle.
I feel like they jumped a bit. We could talk about that at the end.
Wait, so were those just random people in the park, or they were part of
Yeah.
her group acting like they were hanging out in the park? Yeah, they need to clear that
One
up.
or the other or both.
Do we really need to bother with a vote? There are troops in place.
This dude's trying to be a dictator.
Let's go.
Yep. He's about to get
It's
that
time.
about that Captain Falcon armor from the comics. Time to suit up. Show it. Oh man.
Come on, Mackie.
Oh, they're gonna end the show right there.
So he finna go in there and whoop ass. We'll have to fight
Cliffhanger.
John Walker and Carly.
That's funny.
Ah man. And then this broker. Something got to happen with the. Oh, Kevin Feige was the producer, executive producer.
Feige's the producer of all of them, yeah. Oh, there's a mid-credits scene. We'll let that play through. All right. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, that's so. The Flag Smashers. She just hits this app on her phone, and then they all just, like what you said, are they in a trance? They just pop up like lemmings or something.
They didn't. The reason why I thought it is because who's gonna be? All right, if you guys are trying to be under the radar and not look inconspicuous, or if you're
Right.
trying to be inconspicuous, why are y'all all sitting next to each other in a park and y'all all stand up at the same time? Like it's not like a flash mob. Y'all drawing so much attention. Wouldn't y'all be sprinkled out? That's why I thought it was a trance, and she just didn't care like who she got. She just needed some people, but they could have did that scene a little better.
What do they say in filmmaking? You know, show don't tell. Like they she just hit a button and they all hopped up. And it could have just been the people who are her supporters, because they've been saying, you know, our support's growing, the movement is ready, et cetera, whatever the case is. But I don't see how, you know, 100 people in the park or whatever are gonna just pop up out of nowhere, and they look like lemmings, you know, like
And
they look like zombies.
Yeah, they all got Ubers,
right?
taxis.
That's why. Yeah, they're like, oh, notification, we're here, we know where to go.
Yeah.
Oh,
What is this?
okay. That was a star.
What's he doing with that?
He's making his own
Putting it into his
shield.
shield. Get the fuck out of here, you fake ass Cap. Oh, you desperate.
Okay. Yep. That's funny.
Oh, you
Yeah,
desperate.
he's making his own shield, which, what is it, made out of steel or something?
I know.
The other shield's made out of vibranium. That shield's just gonna shatter. It's, you know, it's welded together rings. As soon as he throws it for the very first time, it's gonna hit a wall and just
Yeah. He gonna have the center,
yeah,
but the outer rings are gonna fall.
right.
He gonna be like Sonic, all them rings flying everywhere.
He gets 5 throws. Every time he throws it, an outer ring falls, and an outer ring falls until it's just a throwing star in the middle at the very end. That's not fun. That's funny. Okay, wow. There's a lot to go on in this episode too. I mean, they start and they immediately pick up where the last episode ended, so that they didn't let Walker get away with what he did. You know, there was there was no government cover up or whatever. You know, everyone had him on film, whatever. But they immediately went after him, and they took the shield away, obviously.
Yep.
And that was a badass fight scene too. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
You could tell
frame rates look better than it did on top of the truck.
Yes, yeah, much better. And you could tell the choreography was on point. They really killed it in this one. They took the shield, and that was to jump forward a little bit. Sam training with the shield with Bucky in the woods at his house. Mm-hmm. That was the scene from the trailers I was talking about last episode. That I was worried they were gonna save that, and that would be the end tag on like episode 6. Like, it's all good and done.
To let you know, next time you see him, he's probably gonna be Cap.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I was. That's what I was worried about happening. But I like the way they did it here. They pulled it off well. It didn't, you know, so we haven't seen. I mean, as far as I can think from the trailers, I don't think we've seen anything from the final episode. A final confrontation, a final battle, but obviously Walker is going to show up and wreak some havoc. We still don't know for sure who the power broker is.
Yeah.
It could be Valentina Allegra. What was her name? I can't remember her name right now.
You talking about Peggy's daughter from Cap?
No, that was Sharon Carter.
Sharon Carter. Okay.
Yeah, no, I think so. I'm off the Sharon Carter train now. I think they're trying too hard to position her, make you think she's a bad guy.
Which means it's not her.
Correct. Exactly. Yeah. She could be playing both sides still. Like, she hired Batroc to go help the Flag Smashers when she knows full well that Falcon just put him in jail.
Right.
So
she's not picking sides. She's just in it for her.
Yeah. So that's weird. Like, where are they going with that front? Because, I mean, supposedly she's on Falcon's side. Apparently not. But it seems like she's playing both sides. But the other lady, though, you know, when she gave Walker the card after he got, you know, court-martialed or whatever, she's like, hey, pick up when I call. She's gonna be the Nick Fury to this Dark Avengers group, which I believe there has been a group called the Dark Avengers in the comics.
This is gonna get interesting if they do that.
Yeah, I don't know if they were necessarily evil per se, but they weren't good, or maybe they ran missions on the good side,
or just super vigilante, and we're not gonna like try to be so PC and follow all the rules as long as we get the job done.
Yeah, exactly. Like any means necessary type.
Right.
Not with no regard for safety of any kind.
Yeah.
Essentially. Yeah, that'll be interesting.
It was a long episode, but it wasn't really a lot of plot advancement. I mean, we saw what happened with John. Everything fell apart for him. Sam and Bucky got relieved of the mission. So Sam went home, and then we see
The Wakandans pick up
Carly.
Zemo.
Yeah, Zemo's out of here.
Yeah.
Carly is like, all right, let's ramp this up.
Yep.
Like we took a huge blow when we lost Nico.
If not a physical blow, but like an emotional blow, to her.
Yeah, Lamar
essentially,
got the physical blow.
Bring it back. Yeah, you did. But that was her right hand man, and that was like, hey, I'm done dealing with, we're not playing nice anymore. It's time to put our plan into action and move on. And so obviously they're taking over the GRC council there in New York. She said she wanted to stop the vote from happening. I'm guessing the vote to close all the borders again, right? Separate the countries out. And I guess there's going to be a big fight. I think that's where it's going to come to the head.
In New York.
Yeah, Sam's going to have to come to the rescue, essentially.
Yeah.
And prove himself. And I bet he's going to get the visibility on him, and you could see the way when he opened that case too at the very end, like he was like, it's time to accept this. And I bet you there's going to be a star right in the middle of the outfit, because that's going to be his new Captain America outfit, which he has a sick Captain America outfit from the comics, and he uses the shield and his wings. He uses both, so that'll be interesting. I
want to touch on the kind of like the internal struggle Sam was having, about if he should be, I don't know if it was like, should I be fighting for my country, or should I be trying to take up the Captain America mantle after how they did Isaiah. It kind of feels like he came to that realization by himself, because he was giving Bucky the pep talk, saying, Cap's not here. You can't really let what other people think about you. And even though he's telling Bucky that, he's applying it to himself and realizing that, hey, I need to do me. I understand what they did to you. I don't agree with that, but I'm not gonna let what happened then still affect my decisions going forward with what I want to do.
Right. I feel like there's a way to recognize the past, and it sucks and it happened, but you can't just live in that and dwell in that. If we're ever gonna grow, there needs to be a leader. And he's stepping up as that leader. He's going to step up as an example of not what America and Captain America has meant in the past for what America has always been, but maybe as an example for what America can be.
Yeah.
And what a leadership example has to be for those people who feel the way that Isaiah does, that their country, their land doesn't care about them.
And there was a scene, and I don't even know if I caught on to it, and I didn't say anything while the video was playing, but it wasn't anything that was said, but it was just a quick scene of now he's about to be a Black Captain America. And now kids that look like him have somebody to look up to. You see his nephews touching the shield, following their finger with the star. I caught on to that. And that scene was put in there on purpose. Like that wasn't just fluff. There was meaning behind that.
And you can see, this is what I can be. If you can be it, then I can be it. You just need that one. You just need that symbol sometimes to inspire. To inspire the people who are going to come after you. All the little ones growing up, of what they can be.
And his sister having kids. That whole point of her having kids was probably in the show for that reason of them having an uncle you know, it all ties in. You know,
Yeah.
him having an uncle that's gonna be Captain America, and they look up to him already,
Mm-hmm.
and then they can see him become that and
Mhm.
represent, you know, be the face of America, a black man. So
Right.
that was pretty dope to me.
And it changed so much too in the past. You get movies like when Black Panther came out, when Wonder Woman came out. We have Shang-Chi coming out soon.
Oh,
We
I gotta
have
watch the trailer.
right. There's so much that representation matters
Mm-hmm.
for the future of everything, and it's not going to be just a quick like, well, all right, cool, we're done, we solved racism, good job everyone.
Yeah.
Let's pack it up and go home.
And look
It's not,
at
it's not going to go that quickly.
Miss Marvel is
Yeah.
she's gonna be a Sikh. I think it's a Sikh actress.
Mm-hmm.
And then Torres might become the new Falcon,
Right.
and he's Latino.
Yep.
And I said this in the previous episode before. This is not something that they're coming up with, trying to check boxes and hit
Mhm.
every race. This is stuff that happened. Maybe it wasn't there when the comics first came out, but it started happening in the 90s and
Yep.
especially the 2000s. Especially the 2000s, they started really trying to make the MCU diverse.
And we've said this before too, and all comics are inherently political in a way that, you know, keep politics out of my entertainment. It's all political. It's all, you know, it's, you've never picked up, you know, what X-Men was created about the civil rights movement.
Right.
Superman was created by two Jewish writers about an immigrant story, about, you know, an alien coming here from another planet, aka an immigrant coming here from another country. That was 80 years ago, you know. It's all in there with the guy, you know, what is it, the illusion of like a popcorn superhero. Oh, it's all just fun and capes and flying around and this and that.
Right.
And there's so much more depth to it. And yeah, exactly what you said. Ever since, you know, the 80s, the 90s, etc., when the writers decided to make those leaps, and I'm sure that, of course, the internet wasn't around back then. They were having the same discussion, like, keep the politics out of my comic books. I just want to have fun and read comics, you know, way back whenever. There just wasn't an internet for it, for them to get their voice out there and be so bitchy and, like, you know, chase people offline and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
it's and there's a reason why all these MCU movies aren't in the time that aren't in the decade that the comics were written.
Mm-hmm.
It's the modern adaptation of the comics. So
Right.
they're still in, you know, the 2010s, you know, 2020, 2021. You know, they weren't cell phones and all these gadgets that are, I wouldn't even say gadgets, like all the modern technology. We didn't see that so prominent in the comics, but we see it in the MCU, in the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're trying to take that same story and just apply it to today's world and bring forth those. We can't just not ignore that there's like social issues going on, and it's at the same time, it's kind of sad that it's still the same stuff after all these years. But if you got a problem with that's on you. I'm glad it's in there.
The times have changed, but the problems have not.
Right.
Things haven't been solved. We're still dealing with every day. You know, there's riots, there's protests, there's this, there's that, the other, and there's still all of the racism that we see on a daily basis, whether it's blatant or not. It's out there, and we see it on the news, and it sucks to see on the news every day, or shootings, or gun control, or this or that, or whatever.
Depressing bill.
Yeah, but it's real issues.
Yeah.
And it's gonna bleed over in the worst way sometimes, you know.
And the last thing, I don't want to harp on it too much. The last thing I'll say about that is, the I don't want to see any political stuff, social issues in my entertainment. I think it's actually a perfect way to kind of like drop those seats into like something else other than it just being that. Like you watching a news feed, it's just gonna be that story after story after story, versus a movie or a TV show or a video game. Those seeds can be dropped in, in that story, and just make you think about it, and maybe reach some people that's just like, I 100% shut the news out. Like I don't even listen to that stuff.
Yeah.
And even if it's a story, and maybe it's not in there, but the story is somehow kind of close to something that might have happened in real life, and then maybe you can have an opinion on it now because you played as that character in a video game, but it kind of mirrors something that happened in real life. So,
yep,
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Yeah, there's a lot of people who shut out social media. They shut out the news. They don't pay. They stick they're like an ostrich. They stick their head in the sand. They don't realize all these issues that are actually happening in the world. But when you introduce them in another medium, such as your entertainment or your TV shows, your movies, etc., then you can get people thinking. You can get people to have these tough conversations that need to be had, across the spectrum.
Yeah. So I mean, all of this was, branched off of Sam becoming Cap and a little bit of Isaiah. I'm wondering if they're gonna drop Isaiah's grandson, or he's gonna show up in some future stuff.
It's possible. It's for sure. I mean, they're not adverse to recasting though.
Yeah. Because look at Kat Dennings. She disappeared for 10 years.
Right.
And then came back in on WandaVision.
Yeah, exactly. That too. They could bring back the actor though that's playing his grandson. But they also recast like Ant-Man's daughter. She's going to be in the Ant-Man 3 as a more grown-up actress.
Oh yeah. Oh, and the biggest recast, we know who that was.
Right. Exactly.
Rhodey.
We want too much money. Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
But they could bring in the same actor for a Young Avengers movie or a team up of some kind. He could make a cameo in another show. Supposedly the new Black Widow is going to make an appearance in the Hawkeye show. I don't know if that's confirmed or not.
Along with a new Hawkeye?
Yeah, well, the Hawkeye show is about him training a new girl. And I don't know, Cassie Lang is Ant-Man's daughter. I can't think of her name off the top of my head, but training basically a new Hawkeye to take up the mantle. And then we got Shang-Chi coming out, we got the Eternals, we got Black Widow, which apparently the character Allegra de Fontaine, whatever her name was, she was supposed to make her first appearance in the Black Widow movie, but because of COVID, everything, all the slate got pushed around, changed, this flip turned upside down basically, and so they obviously reshot some stuff. I wonder if that's what happened to the Flag Smashers plot as well, because they reshot a bunch of stuff to make it fit more, to make it fit the storylines and stuff, because they had to shut down production before they finished filming the end of this show, the end of the season rather.
I didn't know that.
They had to go back for some pickups. I wonder if they changed some stuff a little bit. That's what I've heard from some other review shows and stuff I watched, but I don't know. It just weird the way they're kind of jumping around with their storyline. It doesn't make the best sense to me.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with it. I don't think they're the most important part of the show. So I think this is just Sam and Bucky's story about them coming to fruition. They're their own characters.
You took the words out of my mouth. The Flag Smashers, it's a little bit of fluff for me. I mean, it did come from the comics, but this is about us, kind of like with WandaVision. Next time we see Wanda, she's going to be, um,
Scarlet Witch.
what is her name? Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
And next time we see Sam, he's going to be Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
Bucky will be Bucky. Not much change there. But then
I think he's gonna shed the Winter Soldier moniker altogether.
Yeah.
And I want to say the next movie is just gonna be called Cap and Bucky.
Cap and Buck.
Mm-hmm.
And who else? What new characters we'll have? John. Maybe he'll stay in the MCU.
Yeah. I feel like they could be turning him in a way, if he doesn't join a team, right? They could be turning him in a way to, because he's sympathetic enough that he's not just a straight up bad guy. He's not Thanos, right? He's a complicated character. He wants to do good, but now he's kind of psychotic because of the super soldier serum.
Right.
Maybe he'll sacrifice himself somehow. Maybe he'll be like, see, I told you I was, on your side the whole time. Da, da, da. Yeah. And then he croaks off or something like that. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping they don't kill off because that was the problem with Marvel in Phase 1 is they killed all their villains. Until they started getting into Phase 2, like, oh, let's keep a few around. We can circle them back around for sequels and stuff like that. So that'd be nice to see if they kept him around, but they could turn him into a more sympathetic character.
Yeah,
they could go that route.
It's crazy when I looked at the phases, how they're broke down in Disney Plus. It was like 4 movies. It's only 4 movies in there before Avengers. I was like, man, I felt like we were watching. Well, we were, because Iron Man was 2008.
Yep.
So 4 years later, we got an Avengers movie. So I guess it was a minute, but just seeing just 4 movies before Avengers, I was like, felt like we've been watching, we watched hella MCU movies before we got to Avengers. It was only. It was only Iron Man 1, 2, Cap, Thor, and then if you want to count Hulk.
I mean, it counts technically.
And that was it.
Yeah.
But I had some questions about Hulk. I know. Well, one, why is that not on Peacock? Because Universal owns.
They own the distribution rights. But at the same time, at the time, Disney did not own Iron Man either. It was a Paramount movie, or Columbia or something like that. Which Columbia is
probably
Sony.
Paramount, because
Paramount, I believe.
Cap just said Paramount when I started it.
Oh, tonight. Did it? Okay, so that must have been so. Those were the first, and that somewhere in there is when Disney bought the rights to Disney bought Marvel and got all their toys back together. So, but Universal still holds the distribution rights to Hulk, which is why he can't have his own standalone movie. He can be a part of other movies.
Yeah.
And that's why he was in Thor Ragnarok, and he was the co-lead of the movie, basically.
Right. And there's probably real technicalities on what makes someone a main character versus a supporting character. It's probably screen time. He can't be on the screen more than
X amount.
Thor. Yeah.
And they're going to have a She-Hulk Disney Plus series, and Mark Ruffalo is going to be a part of it.
I also read that was Disney's backdoor way of getting him somewhat of a standalone content. It can't be a movie.
Right.
Is putting him in there with her.
Yeah. They just don't want to share the money, or they just don't want to let Universal...
Yeah.
Maybe they don't like their distribution plan or something like that. Yeah. And it's not worth it to them. They don't think they'll make the money back to just purchase the rights outright or something like that, to buy them back. So, I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird gray area that, when you deal with, because then you got this, you got the Sony of it all with Spider-Man as well.
And they're not in Disney Plus.
Correct. And a lot of people are speculating, because there was this whole breakdown before they announced Spider-Man 3, Spider-Man Far From Home.
Oh, they pulled out? Yeah. Cool. Do you remember social media when that was announced? They was on Sony helmet. Yeah. They was like, y'all are fucking dumb.
Exactly.
I need to fix this.
But then they came to an agreement of some kind, and a lot of people are speculating the whole reason that they're doing the a Spider-Verse live action is because maybe they're gonna pull our Peter Parker out of the MCU universe
I wouldn't be mad at it.
into a separate universe.
Sony, the only thing y'all do right is PlayStations. Like
And then-
other than that,
And then he could play with Tom Hardy's Venom
and Venom. Yeah.
because they are making a Venom 2. I think they filmed it already actually
Yeah.
with Woody Harrelson as Carnage.
Oh yeah, his after the credit scene with that red hair.
Yep, crazy ass red hair. Yeah.
It
I
hella
think-
looked like a wig.
If I remember correctly, Andy Serkis is directing it, which will be interesting. I don't know.
he was
played-
Claw, right?
He played Claw. He was
Yeah.
Gollum and Caesar and Planet of the Apes movies. He only has a few directing credits that I'm aware of. Maybe I just don't know his filmography that well. But
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I mean, he's a great actor. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's the end of this other review. Wrap it up. Either way, I'm excited about next week. We're obviously going to see Sam don the new uniform, made in Wakanda. It's going to be vibranium. I'm guessing wings. I'm guessing a star. He's going to look very Captain America-esque. Plus, he has the actual shield, not this bootleg version that John Walker's welding in a garage. Like, what kind of shield's that going to be?
Yeah.
And we're going to see a giant action scene. I guarantee it.
And then his new suit is he did 1 day shipping from Wakanda. So
Right? Bucky's like, hey, I need a favor. Oh, cool, you got it already. Right on.
add to cart. Swipe.
Yeah. Amazon delivered that real quick. Any last comments?
I don't know. I'll wait on my overall review of the show. I'll just wait till it's over instead of what I think about it right now. But I am excited to see this series finale, not even season's finale.
Maybe. I mean, I feel like they announced that Loki is going to have a second season.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, or that there's a very possibility of. I don't know if they actually greenlit a second season, but I feel like they could do a second season of this as long as both characters survive. I mean, they could sacrifice one of them. I feel like Bucky would be the one to sacrifice, but we've also had a lot of other, I guess, sacrifices from the Captain America realm.
Yeah.
Cap himself. I wonder if at the end of the next episode, to introduce Sam to the world as Captain America, I wonder if Chris Evans might make a cameo as Old Man Cap.
I was thinking Isaiah was going to make a appearance in the finale.
I would love to see both. I would love to see an Old Man Cap up on stage to present the new Captain America Sam, and also pay recognition to Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah,
that'd be sick. That'd be really cool to see.
Yeah. I'm just looking forward to a badass fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to take guesses on if Carly's going to be arrested. Is she going to live? They're gonna have her in custody, and then John gonna come in and fuck her up and kill her. I don't know.
Possible.
This three-way battle thing going on right now is pretty.
I could see her dying as a martyr to further her cause somehow. And I don't know how they'll go with that, but I could see that happening.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was this week's episode of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, episode 5, Truth, and it was a good one. So can't wait till next week, the finale, the end all be all, until I guarantee we're gonna get a Cap and Bucky movie. I want to put my money on that if I was in Vegas right now.
That'll do well.
I think
it really would. Their chemistry is dope,
especially after they've really fleshed out the actual characters.
Yeah,
and we've gotten so much more screen time from both of them. At the very end. So come back next week. If you can, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'd love to see you. Comment down below. Let us know how you like the show. Let us know how you liked us chit-chattering back and forth on it. I've been Sean Wingblade. Hit me up on Twitter at Sean Wingblade.
I'm Jermaine Jackson. Hit me at AKA Germs on Twitter.
And we'll see you guys
we'll
next
check
week.
you guys next week.
All right, later.
Late.